अभी अभी VC है, अभी जूम कॉल VC है ना, तो जूम करना, ऑडियंस का भी लेना और फिर से जूम करना, फिर से ऑडियंस का लेना, जूम ऐसा कर लो।
You can mute this. You can mute our.
அது சரியா வராது சார். அதெல்லாம் பணம் வேணாம் அப்படிங்கிறனால தான் நான் வந்து திருப்பி அழைச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். அவரை பேசுங்க, அதை பண்ணுங்க. ஆமா, சூப்பர் சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க அதை பண்ணி கொடுங்க சார். நான் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்ல போயிட்டு அங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி பணம் வரல, அன்னைக்கு மாற்றி மாற்றி அழைக்கிறாங்கன்னு சொன்னோம்னா சேம்பர் உடனே கூப்பிட்டு பேசிடுவாங்க. சேம்பர் கூப்பிட்டு பேசிடுவாங்க, கொடிஷால் கூப்பிட்டு பேசுவாங்க, ஃபெடரேஷன் ஆஃப் இந்தியன் எக்ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கூப்பிட்டு பேசுவாங்க. சிக்கியில் எல்லா பக்கம் வந்து நாங்கள் மெம்பராக இருக்கிறோம் கூப்பிட்டு பேசிடுவாங்க. என்ஜினியர் எக்ஸ்போர்ட் ப்ரொமோஷன் கவுன்சில் இந்த மாதிரி எல்லா பக்கமும் கூப்பிட்டு பேசுவாங்க. அது கஷ்டம் ஆயிடும் சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்லாம் வர வேண்டாம். நம்ம டெய்லி வந்து போயிட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னாலும் வந்து அதெல்லாம் வர வேணாங்கிறதுக்காக நான் பேசுகிறேன் சொல்லிட்டு ஏதோ ஒன்று பேசி பண்ணுங்க சார். அவங்க கூப்பிட்டு பேசிட்டு என்ன உங்களுக்கு தேவை இருக்கு எதுல அவங்க இல்ல சிபிஎஸ்சியா?
Kumar Agarwal ji, Chairman CBIC board, will be addressing us from Delhi. In fact, we will miss sir's presence in person because there was an immediate urgency international delegation coming to board. Otherwise, we would have had chairman sir in person here. I take this opportunity to welcome Shri Sanjay Kumar Agarwal ji, Chairman Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, and Special Secretary to the Government of India. So, we thank you for your continuous guidance during our meeting in the office, and we are happy to extend our continued partnership. The relations which we build in achieving the CBIC's endeavor, in aligning with the Government of India's vision in achieving World Bank ranking, links UNDP ease of doing business, or API performance to showcase India's leadership in international trade. So, we are confident that our continuous dialogue with CBIC and active associations with the presidents of respective associations and the managing committee. Hello.
What to audience? They can audience. This will show the audience, find the audience.
Just take the audio, they are not able to hear us. So, the screen we are just switch it off because we have so. Can you test? Can you test? Can you do the testing, sir? Can you hear us? Sir, can you hear us? We are unable to hear you. Hello. 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 One second. They are unable to hear us. Can you check this mic is connected to the system? Sir, now you can hear us. Teachers attendance. Once again. Are you able to hear us? Once again, I'm just going to technical once again. No, we can't hear you, sir. Please keep logging. Still, we are logging in fresh. Keep logging in fresh. Can you hear us, sir? Now you can hear us, sir? Yes. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we can also hear you, sir. Sorry, sir, for the technical error.
Yeah. A very good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm happy to see all of you, and after your meeting with me in my chamber sometime back, and I think the session started in the morning. So now I think I want to address the gathering. I could not come to Mumbai because there is some pressing engagement today. So let me formally address the gathering. And my very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present and ladies and gentlemen. At the outside, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the Federation of Freight Forwarders Associations in India for having invited me to address this August gathering. While I would have cherished this opportunity to join you in person, I find myself bound by pressing commitments today, and therefore I am only able to participate remotely. Nevertheless, I am confident that the discussions and insights of today will be fruitful for the industry as well as for the department. Let me begin by acknowledging the efforts and commitments of FFF AI to creating a platform where we collectively navigate the exciting and dynamic landscape of logistics and ease of doing business in our nation. The freight forwarding industry plays a pivotal role in India's economic growth by ensuring the free and smooth flow across borders. Therefore, it is fitting that we gather here to discuss the critical initiatives and developments in the logistics sector. We are all aware that the Honorable Prime Minister's vision for multimodal infrastructure connectivity through the PM's Gati Shakti Master Plan. It aims to address the past issues through holistic planning for stakeholders for major infrastructure projects and improve the global competitiveness of local products by cutting down logistic costs and improving the supply chains while ensuring proper linkage for local industry and consumers. As stakeholders in the logistics sector, your contributions are valuable in realizing this vision. Supplementing this vision, recently the National Logistics Policy was given shape to develop a technologically enabled, integrated, cost-efficient, resilient, sustainable, and trusted logistics ecosystem in the country for accelerated and inclusive growth. The wide-ranging targets include a reduction in the cost of logistics in India to be comparable to global benchmarks by 2030 and improving the logistic performance index to make India stand among the top 20 countries, 25 countries by 2030. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs has been an active contributor to the noble vision of the Honorable Prime Minister. Several infrastructure related reforms have been undertaken by CBIC in the recent past. Enhanced adoption of intelligence-based non-intrusive technologies for reduced examination, open examination facility at centralized parking plaza at JNPT, blockchain-based electronic cargo tracking system on a pilot scale in ICD Tughlaq are a few notable ones. Here, it is relevant to mention that CBIC has been objectively conducting the National Time Release Study on an annual basis since 2019 to qualitatively measure the improvement in the overall release time for both imports and exports, a vital aspect of trade facilitation. It is not only qualitative measure of the release time, but on quantitative basis also. Actual figures are taken out for release of the cargo. In the recently conducted NTRS, several noteworthy findings have emerged. And these are shedding light on efficiency and effectiveness of our customs processes. For imports as well as for exports, the results are particularly encouraging and showcasing a sustained improvement in the average release times. Are you able to see me and hear me?
Yes, sir. We just missed you, but we are back. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, I think the connection was broken some time back because I could not see you. But I continued my address. I thought that we are connected, but now the screen has come back again. So I was explaining about the NTRS study which have been undertaken by CBIC from 2019 onwards on annual basis in first week of January. And I mentioned that there is a significant improvement in release time on imports as well as on export side. We are inching towards our goal, which is 48 hours for imports and 24 hours on export side at seaports, and similarly on air cargo sites with reduced timings. And I mentioned that the results of latest study are very encouraging. These sustained improvement in the average release times, and notably there are remarkable 20% reduction in release time for inland container depots, 11% reduction for air cargo complexes, and 9% reduction in release time at seaports compared to previous year. And while these statistics are indeed encouraging, it is essential to recognize that many of the post-LU processes do not per se entail significant amount of time. However, queuing up for these logistic processes does. And this merits closer examination by supply chain and logistics professionals. Further analysis and collaboration within the logistics industry are essential to ensure that the gains in customs efficiency translate into overall efficiency gains along the entire supply chain. And the department is also committed for digitization of all processes in clearances. The United Nations Economic and Social Committee for Asia and Pacific in their Global Survey on Digital and Sustainable Trade Facilitation 2023. India's exceptional commitment has been recognized by positioning it as leader in trade facilitation efforts. And India scored 93.55% marks, showcasing its excellence in various trade facilitation dimensions, including transparency, formalities, institutional arrangement, cooperation, and paperless trade. Another related matter that merits mention today is the transition of the department to a faceless, contactless, and paperless assessment framework that is popularly known as FAG and faceless assessment. Faceless assessment is a transformative step towards transparency and efficiency. And for this purpose, national assessment centers have been constituted and they have been reorganized recently to promote specialization. The board also deliberated upon certain key aspects related to the functioning of faceless assessment groups, issues in the implementation of anonymized escalation mechanism to address grievances in delays in assessment and implementation of standard examination orders to enhance uniformity of examination. In fact, this issue was discussed by the representatives and office bearers of Triple FAI when they met me recently in Delhi, and the issues were flagged by them. We are looking into these issues and we are working on it to take the remedial actions. And board, I can assure you, is highly receptive to the feedback from the stakeholders, and I would encourage further engagement from your side as well. Here, I would like to point out that I have instructed the NACs to carefully analyze the queries raised by the FAGs. And one feedback I gathered from this exercise is that there is a need to improve the quality of filing and uploading of all the relevant documents required for assessment. And I'm asking the NACs to proactively engage with the stakeholders to point areas of concern so that corrective steps can be taken by them. And after all, it has to be a collaborative effort to improve the user's experience. As part of CBIC's endeavor to extend facilitation to the customs fraternity through its digital initiatives, customs brokers licensing and management system was envisioned and implemented last year to bring a paradigm shift in the management of customs brokers licensing processes by making the entire process online via a web portal, and the first module of the portal was launched on we are again connected. Okay, so this first module of the portal was launched on 30th, that is next day in the previous year, and today marks the completion of nearly 1 year. And since first CB profile was registered on the portal on 30th September 2022. And in this 1 year, almost 99% of all the customs brokers in India are onboarded on CBLMS along with the digitized copies of their past physical files. As on date, more than 20,000 applications and requisitions pertaining to 15 different categories have been submitted on the portal. All the applications are being processed in a considerably reduced turnaround time, involving minimal physical interactions. And I acknowledge the contribution of Triple FAI at all India level and BCBA in Mumbai and other CB associations across India in coordinating with various CBs across India and handholding them to onboard CBLMS. Their valuable inputs facilitated the successful implementation of CBLMS portal across India to a very large extent. And through this platform, I again urge the entire customs broker community to onboard on CBLMS portal and benefit from uniformity and greater transparency in procedures pertaining to customs broker licenses across India. And with these words, I again thank FFAI to give me a chance to put forth views and the work which has been done by the department in the direction of cutting down the logistic time and cost and make India as an attractive destination for investments. Your insights and ideas are invaluable to CBIC, and I am confident that by working together, we can achieve our shared goals of reducing logistic costs, improve trade facilitation, and make India a global logistics and manufacturing hub. Thank you, and I wish you a productive and enriching conference. Thank you again, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Sir, FFAI as a national apex body of 30 Customs Brokers Association in India stand committed in providing all the inputs after taking it from the presidents of all associations, from the managing committee. And we all are here meeting up all across India on this platform to have all these issues, various issues being compiled and the best practices which can be adopted to have it represented into your office, which will surely help us in achieving the government's endeavors, the CBIC's vision in ranking of World Bank ranking of ease of doing business and logistics performance index. So it is not only the FFAI, but with the government's leadership position internationally being positioned, FFAI also earns a position of leadership in the International Federation of Custom Brokers Association.
Sanjay, I am interrupting you because there's a lot of echo. Let me, I think, check the settings on my side so
Yes,
that
yes,
this
sir.
echo is reduced.
Yes, sir. Is it clear, sir? So still the echo?
Now it's clear, sir. Now it's clear.
Now it is clear.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we continue.
Yeah.
Sir, FFAI also represents and chairs the board of International Federation of Custom Brokers Association, and we represent as a chairman on that international forum, International Federation, which has the chairman position on the PSCG, Private Sector Consultative Group, on the WCO. So we also give the international best practices submitting to the WCO for adaptation. So this shows us that how the acceptance of India has been accepted not only in the government sector but also in the private sector to accept India's leadership positions on these private forums. So with this, I would really like to thank you for continuous guidance on visiting your office. Even after your busy time, you have been able to give us your valuable time to address this house. And we will continue to have these dialogues for a betterment of fraternity, for the betterment of logistics improvement, and to achieve our government endeavors. With this, I once again thank you, and I request now our Chairman-elect, Mr. Dushyant Mulani, to conclude with vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, sir. It's been an honor for FFAI to, with your kind presence on virtual meeting. The feedback, the entire EC was so overwhelmed to have you at least online this time. And we are requesting that very soon you would be addressing our entire EC physically and we would come to you with our feedback and suggestion that we further that will be taken during the course of discussions today, because we want to ensure that our country prospers, and it is one of the best logistic hubs in this particular region. Thank you, sir, once again. We are looking forward for your guidance and support to eliminate the bottlenecks in the process of custom clearance, and I'm sure that they will be resolved soon. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you, Mulani ji. It is very encouraging to hear from you the commitment of Triple FAI in this collaborative effort for bringing the best practices and for in the direction of ease of doing business in the country, so that we can give the best environment to the EXIM trade in this direction. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's logged out. Done. Thank you. So thanks. It was a good address by our chairman CBIC. And after taking all our inputs in last 3 meetings with CBIC chairman board, he has understood